Not just any killing, intentional killing of unwanted babies. Do you guys know what that's called? It's called infanticide. It's kind of like homicide, but with infant, and it's killing your baby. So overpopulation in China has led to the government enforcing a one-child limitation that has parents even considering infanticide and abandoning their Chinese female babies. So unfortunately, female babies are the topic of this because Chinese traditionally prefer males, which we'll get into in a little bit. But today we're going to be talking about why overpopulation is bad, what epidemic parents have to consider when they have family planning, and what the government has one-child limitations. So let's jump right into it. Overpopulation is bad not only in China, it's bad everywhere. How are you going to have more people than you have resources? How are you going to have more people than you have space? Are we going to fit 300 people in this classroom and get the same out of it? So ratio of resources to people is dimming down. The overcrowdedness is leading to pollution of water, leading to the pollution of air, leading to the pollution of sewage, as if that's not polluted enough. Water pollution has already taken 14,000 lives from us daily around the world, and 656,000 people have died of air pollution annually in China. Because of those reasons, there's the one-child limitation, birth control security, and now setting consequences on those who disobey the law. The government has decided to get their hands dirty on this, and now they have heavily monitoring going around. They have security patrolling villages, provinces, making sure you don't have more than one child, and making sure that you have permission to get that child. And yes, you have to have permission to even consider having a baby first. If they find out, there's a lot of consequences. You're not gonna have a good time. They might force you to get an abortion, and you're gonna have to pay a large fee. Between 1971 and 1985, 379 billion birth control surgeries were performed to limit growth, but they're still in that little predicament right now. So to avoid any consequences, parents have difficult choices when their baby is either a guy or a girl. They would abandon them on purpose, and they would hope for a boy. The reason they'd hope for a boy is because they keep the family name going on through marriage, and traditionally boys would stay at home when they got married, so girls would leave off with their new husband. And especially at farming, people want strong males to take care of all the heavy labor production. In some cases, you are allowed to have 2 children, but you're gonna have to cough up the money. The fees are way too expensive. Even the wealthiest of the wealthiest think it's absurd. And there was a farmer in Shanghai who wanted to have a second boy so he could have help around the farm. And it cost him 4 times his annual income. So that's a lot. Girls shouldn't be abandoned just because they're born into an overpopulated society. It's unfair. In conclusion, the government has that one-child limitation that is leading to infanticide, and it's important to inform people and what it means for the future. Right now, the ratio is big for guys to girls, but imagine what it'll be in the future.